they're pulled by tractors. And as of right now, we've got 5 harvester machines. Here's one, there's one. I don't know where they are at the moment. This red one. Kyle, Hunter. Kyle, you got some time? You got some time? Or are you crazy busy? So this is clearly our maintenance shop where all the mechanics work. Redesigning the ventilation system for the bins. So basically, there's 2 main kinds of harvest. There's field harvest and storage harvest. Field harvest, they take the potatoes out of the ground in the field, bring them back here, throw them on the scale, and then they take them over to the grading line, which we'll see in a minute. They wash them, put them right back onto a semi, and ship them out. And they never come into one of these bins. So the first month and a half of harvest, it'll go straight back out again. Won't even come here. After that, around November 1st, actually it's probably 2.5 months that they do field harvest. Storage harvest starts around November 1st. Yeah, we go off over the scale, but these are all the ones with the numbers up here, all just in storage bins. So this is during field harvest when they're just getting washed and sent out again.
Right.
The trucks are going to come across the scale right there, back up to these conveyors and unload, and then they go from the conveyor. So yeah, there's two physical conveyor belts here, but this is just one unload station. This is just for field harvest. So they're going to come off through here. I don't know how they get from there to there. They must jump. We have jumping potatoes here. And they go through the wash. This is like the entire wash system. All the way through here. And then they go right back out that end and onto a semi to be shipped to their destination.
Okay.
In here is where they run the chip tests. Those potatoes, they're making some pretty good potato chips. So that's a whole camera system there that they put the potato chips. It's the fry room. They fry up some samples, put them in that camera system, take pictures, send them to the buyers, make sure it's what the buyer wants. And then over here, the reason I brought you is because this is the scale control. So this guy stands here, can see when a truck pulls on and hit it. That happens when there's somebody manning this desk.
Right.
But there's not always somebody.
Okay.
But if they did, that would be a great check-in point.
Yeah, because I was thinking that when they came from the harvester, that's the first stop they have to make for a weigh-in.
Right. Well,
That's
like I said, I'm not sure if they have to actually stop at that computer.
Oh, at the computer. Okay, yeah.
The one down over in that little white shed. So here's where the other scale, you can see how much this one's used. We've got a giant display right there. So I think when they pull on, again, Kyle can explain the process to you more now that you've seen the setup. But they pull on, and I don't understand the difference between when the desk is manned and when it's not. I just know we have a control panel in there and one out here.
Okay.
I know sometimes they have to come out here and get in this window, access this window. I know this little brown building right here is a control room for their electrical and heating system. And then back behind it is actually their seed cutting room. So they bring in seed in like February, March, April. They cut all the seed there, store it till it heals, and then ship it out and put it in the ground. Then turn in potatoes, bring it in here, store it. So these bins are not just used for potato storage, they also do this side mainly does seed storage.
How you doing?
We have about 8 more of those and 31 tags, so.
What are the tags on the trucks?
Yeah, they go on the potato truck.
They're pretty
As
small.
the truck pulls up beside it, it reads that.
This is the reader, and it'll read it, yep.
Oh, and like 45-degree angle from the machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have one of those potato trucks back in from each side. And you're unloading 2 at a time.
Okay.
And sometimes 1 at a time.
But in this case, you only have a reader for one. You only have one reader here for both belts.
You tell me, whatever you want. As long as you can understand that it's
Well,
doing 2 at a time.
2 trucks at
2
once.
trucks at a time.
Well, let's see. It'll know the 2 trucks are in range.
Yeah.
There'll be all sorts of trucks in range.
That's the problem. There's going to be, like when we break down, there could be actually 20 trucks in the yard because they've all systems backed up, basically.
Well, the way these things work is they're 433 megahertz, and they'll go hundreds of feet, depending on the antenna.
Right.
So what we can do in the reader, we get a signal strength. I don't know if you're familiar with RSSI.
Yeah.
That's signal strength. So we can filter out tags that have weaker signal strengths that are further away.
Okay.
So we can say, typically, a trailer's going to be here. It's going to have an RSSI of 100.
Right.
So we take that, and anything that's stronger than that as being good. Anything that's weaker than that, we'll ignore.
Okay.
So we have that ability. It's not perfect, but it's close.
There's a piece of steel right here.
Yeah.
We can mount that. We can mount it anywhere. It doesn't matter. But you have the trucks.
Well, the reader's going to be in here, right? The physical reader. Is there a little office there or something?
Yeah, and it's not even an office, but there's just a little room here we can put it in.
Yeah.
We can mount it.
I mean, you could put the tablet in the reader in this little cubby hole right
Yep.
there. And even if the antenna was
Right here.
right there, that's perfect.
Okay.
I'll put a little bracket or something.
Yep.
I mean, that's metal, right? So,
Yep.
yeah, be okay.
So I don't know where Tyler's putting that. I just saw him walking through here with it. I don't know where he's putting it.
All right, so you want to put this on?
Yeah, Sputniks.
So if I turn this on,
Where'd you put that label?
out on this side over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, connect.
This day turned out different than it started otherwise.
For sure.
So this wire nut's got it closed?
I'm
Or
not
not?
sure. I'm assuming so because Kyle's been in here.
Okay, here, let me move.
You're fine. Just hand it to me.
You think you got a way to fix it permanently now?
Yep, right there. It is.
Yeah,
That's what closes it.
yeah, 'cause